in jazz, unlike in classical music, where you write a work and that work is this thing that is kind of set in stone almost. It's, you know, your piece is finished when it's on paper, and then it just needs other people to bring it to life. But it's there, it's done, more or less. In jazz, composition is just a way to influence improvisation. It's a way to make people play in a certain way. You know, if you want people to play, you know, in a major key and play nice and happy, well, then you write a song that is going to push them to do that. If I want these guys to play just one measure of weird, crazy sounds in the middle of my, you know, folky guitar riff, then I'm, you know, I'm going to... What you write on paper is just, it's just your influence. It's not, you don't have to think about writing in jazz as like something that has to be just definitive. You know, it was very cool to watch these faculty in New York kind of pick apart each other's tunes. You know, say, hey, why don't we take this part and layer on, you know, on top of this part, or I like this part, I want to improvise based on this instead of that. You know, it's just whatever comes out of you is just, you know, fuel for improvisation. And there's a lot of ways you can keep that into your life. Just trying to do things, saying, well, you know, man, I always play songs in this style. Well, let me try doing the polar opposite of that. You know, I always, you know, I don't know, maybe for you, do you always like write songs with the chords first and then you add the melody or something? No. Okay. Yeah, but if you were to do that, because I know some people that do that, you know, it's like, and that's great, you know, then do the opposite. Yeah. You know, or if you always write the lyrics first, you know, try to write the melody first and then the chords. Or, you know, if you don't write lyrics, you know, try to write the melody first with no rhythms. Try to write a melody where you just pick the notes you like and then add the rhythms later. Or try to write the rhythms first and then add notes. You know, or when you're improvising, I always play, you know, when I get to a major chord, I'm always playing these certain notes, or I always play this one lick. Well, why don't I try and play that lick backwards instead? You know, just, that's what jazz is all about.